Finally decided to open these tea bags because I forgot that I had them, and they're all wrapped in these envelopes, which is really nice. The downside is I can't smell what they taste like, so I've got dried tea. Oh, I'm sorry. In blueberry, lace water and pearl, rose and rose, a lush wine red that can be as sharp or sweet as you like, hibiscus, rose hips, and berries decorate a rooibos vase, inspired by the Rook and Rose trilogy of M.A. Carrick. So that's really nice, and what's unique about Dragon Con merchandise is that a lot of the vendors theme their stuff on a lot of pop culture stuff. Ruthless Indulgence. This is the one I think I'm going to take to work tomorrow. It sounds really good. Spices from the dawn and dusk roads mingle with caramel black tea. Oh wait, that's not it. I saw one that said chocolate. Was it this one? No. Was it that one? No. I saw one that said it had chocolate in it. I don't know which one it was. Twilight Vigil. Oh wait, this says it has chocolate black tea. Archangels. A poppy and a rose. Stay safe, stay awake. And this is where I leave you. Neat. Oh, this one's caffeine free. But I know most teas, or some teas, have a lot of caffeine, so that's primarily why I got these. So that'll be fun to try. This is the last pack that I still need to open. Iced tea sample pack. I'm probably not going to drink this one right away because I know, like, similar to iced coffee, I think iced tea has to be prepared or brewed a certain way. And since I don't really drink tea, really, I might have to learn how to do it. So this is probably the last tea I'm going to drink. City of Morrow. The Keeper. Ooh, this sounds good. Black tea, spring court, hint of strawberry and lemon. Sounds really good. Golden afternoon, fruity as well. Siren song, strawberry. A lot of these I did specifically choose because they had fruit in them. Because I figured, I like fruit flavors. Hopefully I'll like fruit tea. And I do like hibiscus. I've tried the lemonade version of that, but I've never tried a tea. But this will be fun. Look at all the teas I get to try. It is now Wednesday the 21st. It is 6 p.m. At 2 a.m. this morning, Mattel dropped these dolls on their website. And they weren't up for sale and sold out in like 2 minutes. I had stayed up till 2 a.m. to get them and did not get them. But everyone was freaking out, and other websites, other online shops were putting them up for sale, and I managed to get them from this shop called Entertainment Earth. Never heard of them before, but they are trustworthy. They've been around for a while, and I'm just happy to have gotten what I wanted. I got 2 Draculaura dolls, and then Frankie and Claudine. I kind of regret not getting Laguna, because she was available too. I just didn't care for her, but I could have gotten her for my friend. I'm just so happy though that I got Draculaura. She is the one I was primarily looking to get, and although she was in my cart for a minute, probably less honestly, she ended up selling out as I was checking out from the Mattel website, so that was annoying. This doll stuff is ridiculous, honestly. I'm not even a Monster High collector. I just really wanted this particular line, and it was very stressful. I have finally gotten around to putting up some of the posters that I got from Dragon Con and putting back up the ones that have fallen. So because I don't want to put any holes in my walls, I kind of moved away from using, I don't think I have any left actually on the wall other than that big one. Maybe that one over there. The Cthulhu one is still in one of those glass frames. But basically they kept falling from the wall. The command hook would eventually pull off the paint and it would be disastrous because it would wake me up in the middle of the night, or just hit me because some of these were right above my bed. So I ended up just removing them from the frame. I don't really have replacements for most of the sizes that I have, but I did find these plastic ones from Walmart. They're pretty light, so I bought this one, and it's being held up by a simple tack, which is great. These are all really light. I bought them from Dollar Tree, and then some of them I've put in these sleeves, which I bought a long time ago to protect the prints. And then I just put an adhesive Velcro on the back that pastes it to the wall, and because it's so light, it really doesn't fall, which is good. So I think that's how I'm gonna put up stuff from now on, because I'm sick of stuff falling. I didn't want to damage the artwork in the beginning, but eventually with these two especially, they are terrible quality, very thin paper, and they've got tons of damage already, so I just was like, put some poster tack on the back and then put that one up with actual tacks just to hold it up because I'm so tired of messing with it. But these are the ones that I just framed. I'm so happy with them. I still have this one. I have to look and see what sizes are available on Walmart. If I can find a frame that will fit it, because I think it's bigger than even that one, which I think is 14 by 19 or something like that. It's a pretty big size. And I did have a frame for it, but it's the type that falls, and I'm not dealing with that anymore. But yeah. And I did just come back from a small shopping trip. I was hunting for the new Monster High Real Drama dolls. I actually stayed up till 2 a.m. yesterday, probably later actually. I sat down, watched Nightmare Before Christmas, and stayed up until 2 a.m. so I could be there for the drop. But they sold out in like a minute or two. This is the day of the estimated release date is Wednesday the 21st. I did not see any stores that I went to, Walmart and Target. I both checked. I didn't really bother going to Macy's because the only one near me is at the mall, and I hate that mall. Hate driving through the highway to get to it, so I just did not even bother. Also, I'm pretty sure the G3s, which is what Macy's was supposed to have, will just release in stores like regular, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I found this on clearance at Target. It is Gargoyles Awakening. It's a board game. It looks really cool on the back. This particular friend loves gargoyles, and I read online that this had pretty good reviews, so I got that for her, and it's going to be her Christmas present. Oh, I forgot I got this. This is for my nephew. I saw it at Target on the way out, so I decided to get it. It was only $3, and I loved reading these books as a kid, actually. I know I think these were primarily Disney. It's a brand new book, so it's kind of hard to open, so I'm just gonna I have to work the spine to open it without cracking it. There's a delicate way you're supposed to do that with new books, so I'll do that later. This Halloween I'm going to be a witch, and I went to Walmart to pick up some makeup. I don't really wear makeup, never worn makeup really, other than lipstick every now and again, and face paint for Halloween. But this year I want to go all out by utilizing eyeshadows and such to get a nice smoky eye look, or just something on my eyes. Because I will be dressed up at work. And while I was at Walmart, first of all, this is everything that I picked up. I got some makeup brushes. I have a couple, but I use them primarily to dust my figurines, so those will just be for makeup. I've got this e.l.f. makeup mist and setting spray. I've heard it's pretty good considering it's cheap. And then Walmart had a display for this brand of makeup called Perfusion Cosmetics, and their newest collection is called Rituals. So I got an eyeshadow palette, I got some eye primers, and then 2 lipsticks. And they really got me with this whole design of the packaging. They really did. But the shades themselves are pretty nice. They have a lot of colors that I could definitely utilize for Halloween looks. I was already going to buy a palette from Amazon, and I'm still going to do that because it has a lot of more grayish tones, but I could definitely use the purples and some of these other colors in the future to create Halloween looks. And then I got a black one. Black Tourmaline is their black lipstick. Crystal Crystal Ritual, I think, is the line for the lipsticks. And then this color Amethyst does not really look like amethyst to me. Or I'm just probably thinking of the purple amethyst, but this is more of a, in person, it's like reddish brown. I'm hoping it looks good because I'm planning to do the whole She Go look. If you've ever seen Kim Possible, she has, I believe, a black top lip and then a colored bottom lip. That's what I'm planning to do. That's what the setting spray is for, so it doesn't come off whenever I'm talking. And then these eye primers to make sure that makeup sticks on there, because I don't plan to use a regular primer, or what is that called? Foundation. It just seems like a lot of work to try and find my skin tone, so I'm just gonna go with the primers since I'm only planning to do my lips and eyes. And hopefully it works out. So excited. A little apprehensive. So I opened the box just to see what it looks like. So this is the black one. Oh, that's interesting. Very neat packaging. Very soft matte feel. I'm going to try and be really careful with one hand so I don't accidentally crease it. Oh, okay. So it says Profusion Cosmetics Crystal Ritual High Impact Cream Lipstick. And then the amount you get. So, oh, I think it got smushed on the side just a little bit. So here's the red one, brownish red. It really looks like the color of dried blood, to be quite honest. I kind of wish it was a little redder, so I don't know if I'm actually going to wear this for Halloween. But it is a neat color. Definitely fits the theme, and I do like that the holder is the same color as the lipstick as well. And then I also bought a couple stuff as well for my costume. For example, I got this bag at Ross, but at Walmart's they had these really cool tablecloths, and they're not cheap either. They're like thick with fabric on the other side, and they were only like $4 or $5, I think. I was like, wow, that's a steal. And then I also got a witch hat that I'm gonna decorate, because I want my witch hat to be very extra. I was going to order one from Devil Inspired, which is I think a Lolita fashion shop, but it would have taken way too long for them to get it to me. I think it's made to order, and so long as I have the foundation, I can just customize witch hat. So I got this from Walmart. It was $6 or $7, I believe, which to me is a little pricey, but you know, whatever. So I need to go grab some lace fabric. I'm going to make a train that'll go behind one side and then wrap it in a color. I still need to decide if I want to do purple or a different color to give some pop, just a pop of color in my costume. But there's some rearranging. I'm going to clear out my bookshelf so I can use it for more DVDs and figurines. So I'm going to put all of the extra paper crafting stuff that I have, like these notepads. I just really like the paper, and it's nice and clear. I like to stock up on school supplies whenever there's sales at the stores, because I am still in school, so it's just good to have a bunch of notebooks around. I found this pad of music note paper. I vaguely remember things from when I was in the orchestra in high school. And then I have just some more office supplies, dividers, binders, stuff like that. But I'm going to organize that into one container so I can just stuff it under my bed. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I found Walmart selling 2 of these bins for $10. I thought that was a really good deal, because they go under your bed and they're flat enough to where I can stack 2 of them. So they're really good for storage. And then I realized I bought so many of these clear containers that really, when you think about it, are more bulky than they are useful for consolidating stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get rid of a few, maybe give some to my mother, and actually put everything as much as I can into one container, maybe craft supplies or something. But the most interesting thing that I found that I remembered I had was this tray back when I made polymer clay jewelry. I never actually sold much, if any. I just liked making it. But I think I'm gonna throw these away. Well, the pancakes are still pretty cute. I might keep those. They're pretty old by now, by a couple years. But a lot of these things like these O-rings and the findings are still useful. I've got a couple donuts. These cakes for sure I'm probably going to throw out because they're ugly. So those gotta go. The donut I think is still pretty cute. I don't know. I have this idea that for my goal this upcoming year, I want to try and join conventions as an artist. So maybe I'll keep these. Oh, this one's kind of messed up though. How did that happen? It's like inside the other one. Maybe that's just assigned to toss both of them. This one's missing the eyes. That's gotta go. This one's not bad, but I think this is where the eyes went. Can you see that? It's got like a little thing at the top. Yeah, those gotta go. This glitter donut still looks okay. I'll keep that one. The pancakes I'll keep. These I'll keep. These gotta go. I ran a very, well, I don't want to feel like I'm bragging, but I ran a fairly active Hetalia blog back on Tumblr years ago. I still have it, and occasionally we'll repost some stuff on there, but for contests, I often made these little keychains for people, but they are of no use to me now because I am not really that into Hetalia anymore. They were fun to make. I have a Belarus one. I have another England because he was annoyingly popular. Then I have a little Russia mochi. He's still cute, actually. He looks really good. Wow, I did a good job. These are ones that I never got around to finishing. Those I'm going to toss for sure. Oh, I have a little twirl to make an Italy one because they have that little curl. And then these, I don't know if I want to keep these. These are little charms that, oh, they're still oily. So a couple of these I used oil to make them. It has a polymer clay tooth inside. Oh, it looks like the paint is coming off. Yeah, so these aren't very good anymore. I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. The rest of these probably aren't good either. Yeah, that one's super oily. Oh my goodness. But I had made these labels and everything. My idea was that there's oil inside, so it looks like blood. I might make one for my Halloween costume, actually. I'm gonna be a witch, so I could definitely make this as like a prop. But yeah, this was a nice trip down memory lane. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use those gold ones. I thought I got rid of all my jewelry stuff. I sold a lot of it in a bundle on eBay because this is my problem that I'm trying to avoid whenever I get into something, is especially craft stuff. I'll want to start something and then just buy all the supplies and never do anything with it. And then I have, I kind of want to keep this as a memento actually. I was on Tumblr when the Great DashCon disaster happened, so I watched it in real time as the posts were coming in and people were updating everyone about what was going on. Gosh, there's so much oil. And so I made one for fun, and I don't know, I might keep that. That's funny. I felt so bad for the actual attendees, but it was just so fascinating. DashCon kind of introduced me to disaster conventions, and I went on a whole rabbit hole looking a bunch of them up. This is why you have to go through all your stuff at some point, guys. You find a lot of dumb stuff you bought years ago. This stuff is really still neat, so I'm probably going to keep it. Oh look, there's another tooth I made. I think this was supposed to be a werewolf tooth or something, but I don't have any bottles that are big enough for this. Oh look! Another Italy. This time it's the happy one. Happy Italy. North Italy. This is the container where I stored all of my miniature figures and all the faceplates for my Nendoroids. Right now I think I only have a few individual ones and the faceplates to my Mikazuki Nendoroid. I have two, so I have extra parts. I think it's time that I sell one off, honestly, because I don't need to. Some extra Figma hands for my archetypes. These went to the set that I kept. Like the little foods, those I really like, because you can make your figures hold them or take pictures with the little foods. And when they don't have faces on them, it's even better because, you know, there's nothing associated to it. Oh, I remember her. She's so funny. Maybe I'll take her to work with me, put her on my desk. I'm just tearing apart my room now. Found some comic books that I feel like I don't need anymore, so I'm gonna put those in a donation box. Same thing, just going through all of these books, seeing what I can get rid of. As much as I love this series, I'm probably gonna get rid of it too. But it is a good series. I would recommend it. I just have no use for it. A lot of the art and like kids' children's books that I have are primarily for reference purposes, but I don't even reach for them, which is a shame. I'm definitely keeping this one just because I really like it. Definitely keeping the phobia book because it's cool. You know what? I think that has to go. I accidentally stole this from my middle school. They never asked for it back when I left, so I just kept it. And then I just have small little paperback novels, and then some. Those I'm definitely keeping because I really like those. But the paperbacks, I'm like, do I really need them? I've read Dracula already. I've read Frankenstein. I haven't read Voltaire. Rearranging my anime shelf will be just dedicated to anime from now on. I had some Disney movies and other movies. I have these, so now that I've made room in my bookshelf, I can assemble these. I've already done 2 of them and put them on my bookshelf specifically to hold the like Disney movies and other non-anime movies. I got these from Daiso. I might have to move Natsume's Book of Friends. The release of this series is so janky because I have the season 1 and 2 box set up there, but it was only sold as a DVD box set, and these are in DVD sized cases, but they're Blu-rays, seasons 3 and 4. So, you know, they can't fit with the other Blu-rays, which bugs me. Hey, the disappearance. Put it under D. Right here. I have to move around some stuff. See, when you have collections this big, this is some of the stuff you have to deal with. Is rearranging to make sure everything fits. And I've always wondered how people can get their DVDs and Blu-ray cases so janky, because, you know, they're on a shelf. What are you doing with your Blu-rays that they get damaged? And I'm pretty sure it's stuff like this. It needs to be here. That's kind of tight. I might pull 2 volumes of Gurren Lagann out and move it to a bottom shelf, which won't look as nice, but oh well. I'm not too worried about that. I just want it to fit. The disappearance goes here. There we go. That's all fits. And then it goes from Blu-rays all the way to this one. And then you come back up here. It's an own special thing because that's a DVD box set. I have the Blu-ray one up there since it came as a set. And then all the regular DVD anime that I own. I don't think I need to buy any other DVD anime. I think I've gotten most of what I really wanted, all thanks to my boyfriend and another friend. They tended to buy a lot of those more pricey anime for me. So hopefully I don't have to move around anything else from these shelves. And then it's time to take these over to the other shelf. Okay, so what do I think I want to prioritize the animated movies that aren't Disney here at the top. So, and then I'll put the live action movies behind them because I don't really reach for those as often as I do the other ones. And same with the DVDs. So I'll put the DVDs up here with the live action. Disney I'll put on this bottom shelf for Christmas, and then I have these other Disney ones. I'll put Treasure Planet here just because that's my favorite Disney movie. So I will put it in the front. Oh, the Book of Life. that one belongs up here. I'll put it in the B. Having the in the title makes it very awkward to decide how to arrange it. A Bug's Life. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. Maybe I'll keep that. Maybe I'll put the ones I don't reach for too much in the back, and then the rest in the front. I like Moana, but I really don't reach for it too often. And my sister has Disney Plus, so the one time I did need to pull it out, we ended up just using the streaming service. Coco, same thing. I feel like the big Disney and Pixar movies I really don't reach for. I reach for the obscure ones like A Bug's Life. Love Nightmare Before Christmas. I saw that the night I had to stay up to get the Monster High dolls. And then Treasure Planet, my favorite movie. Love that movie. Okay. I regret getting this version. It's such an awkward case. Like what is that? Like, look at that. It's so dumb. It was cool at the time, but storage-wise, this is a stupid way to package a Blu-ray movie. But that's pretty much it. I still have my board games up there. And once I clean my room up and organize and get rid of more stuff, I'll probably finally do the 2022 room tour. And that'll be something fun to do. I know a lot of people have been suggesting that I do more ASMR videos, which I do want to do. It's just, again, as you may hear in the background, it's hard to do ASMR in this house. Yeah, other than that massive thing, I need to clean up my desk. And these are the books that I eventually decided are going to have to go. That and some comic books. I put them in a box for donating later. And then I have to put these somewhere. Decisions. I went on a little shopping trip and came home to find this package waiting for me. I'm so excited. I think this is the replacement umbrella. If you saw my DragonCon haul, you may remember that I mentioned there was an umbrella whose skin I kept because it fell apart on the last day of the con. So my friend did email the vendor that sold it to me on my behalf, and I really wasn't expecting them to do anything because I paid cash. There's no record that I ever purchased it from them, but according to her, they did request an address, so I gave her my address, and it has her name on it on the outside, so I think this is it. So this is from Raven Sword Leather. Pretty nice sticker. Wait a minute. So this is the one that I had purchased. This is the one that they sent me. Oh my goodness. I'm so bothered right now. Like, I'm thankful that they sent me a new one, but it's not the same one. I don't know if I want to push it and ask, they might have me just send it back. I don't know if it's worth it to just tell them, hey, this is the wrong one. But they did send me a new one. I don't even think mine came with a tag, really. Purple Bat Damask. I don't see a bat. But I am happy they sent one. So from the Creative Reuse, I got this poster board so that I can put it as a backdrop for the frame that I got for that art. because the frame I got is a couple inches taller and wider than the art piece, so that'll be good backdrop. I came across these first, so I took a bunch of them. They're just longer pieces of construction paper. That's actually what I use. Actually, in that little packet, I use the black ones that are 8.5 by 11 for the smaller arts, like that Mushishi one. The postcards were smaller than the frame, obviously, so I used the black construction paper as a backdrop. It works really nice, so I've just been using this method to frame my stuff, but the fact that I found the big poster board, it was only 50 cents, worked out perfectly, but I decided to still get some of these because they're longer, so if I ever get frames that are around this size, I can definitely use it for hanging up some stuff. In addition, I got some manila folders because my mother has been looking for these. I really didn't expect to get this much stuff when I went in. I was only going in for crafting stuff for my witch costume. I found this, I forgot the name of this type of fabric, but it's very sheer. It's like mesh, kind of. Maybe that's what this is called, mesh. But I can definitely use it to make a veil. I just got to iron it out, add some flair. I got some paintbrushes. I'm really happy that I found this big one because I've been needing a big one, and big paintbrushes are expensive. It's got a little residue still on it, but I can definitely clean that up. And that was only like $2 or $3. And then I got this. This I kind of regret because it was in the section that said it would be like $1, and it ended up being $3. And it's Artist Loft, which is a Michaels brand, I'm pretty sure, if not like a Walmart brand. And I'm pretty sure that's how much they charge for this in the store. So I didn't really get much of a good deal on that. I also found some black and purple ribbon. The colors are really off for some reason in the bag, but I got this purple ribbon, 50 cents. Can you believe it? And then I got this black one, 50 cents as well. They still both feel like they have a ton of ribbon left, so 50 cents for each of them. I think that was a steal. And then I also found a couple more paintbrushes. Now these were really cheap. I think they were like 50 cents. And there was a ton of them this time. The last time I went to the store, they didn't have a lot, but it's not bad to own a couple of these. Just if you don't feel bad about getting them ruined. I also found this Stabilo pen. I love these types of pens. I was surprised to find one. I don't know how much is left in it because the store is notorious for a lot of the pens. People obviously want to try them out, and it might be almost out for all I know, but I think it was only 50 cents as well. So I figured, that's not too bad. I found these 2 bow buttons that I thought were cute. I thought I could attach them to my hat, make some decorations with them or something, and then add a skull on top. That was 25 cents. And then I found this to and from stamp that I thought would be really useful, 25 cents as well. And then I found a purple bow, again, not true to color. I don't know why it does that, but this is much better. And again, I think it was only like 25 cents or something. 10 cents. Wow. So cheap. Amazing. Love it. And again, I'm going to make that spooky. And then I found this cloth that had this awesome pattern on it. Again, I feel like I want to make a bow or some kind of decoration on my hat with it. I just love the pattern on it. And again, that was probably like 25 cents. They have this whole section that's just scrap fabric, and it's all super cheap. And I really wasn't planning to spend a lot of money at this store because it is so cheap. But I ended up finding this amazing looking scrapbook. Or it's a photo album, I think. It has a mirror on the front. Either that or it's just a pocket to put a picture in. But look at this frame. And only $4. Crazy. It doesn't have a lot of photo pockets in it. But I'm sure I could find some. Or just make other uses for it. I think this would be a cool card collector type of thing. Oh, this is a very old album because it's already ripping, but I can glue that back on. That's not a problem. Or I could just make my own, to be quite honest. Make it black. That would be fun. And then here is where you can input the picture. So overall, I just really liked it, and it was definitely an impulse buy, but I love it. Neat. And I didn't really film myself in Goodwill. I really don't go to Goodwill a lot because I found that it's not really that cheap for a thrift store. So I hardly ever go there. But today I was waiting for my mother to get out of work. So I stepped inside to look at it, and look at what I found. It's gorgeous. It's so cute too. The way my camera's recording this looks really, really bad, but I promise you it's a lot cuter in person. I obviously have to dust it. And I think I'm gonna add some fabric to the inside so it looks really nice. It does have a label. It says Garrison Furniture Co. This was only $12 plus tax. It was like $14. And I have paint that I can definitely fix these chips, or my friend gave me some contact paper for my birthday, which was really funny. But now I can actually use it on this to make some brief repairs. But other than those like chips, it's in perfect condition. It's not wobbly at all. I'm so excited. So excited I found this. It's so cute. So it's another day, and I had actually forgotten that I had bought this sticky or adhesive black kind of slightly satin, not satin, it's like that fuzzy material that a lot of jewelry boxes have inside. But I had forgotten I had actually bought a roll of it at Daiso long ago. So I utilized that on the sides because I really only had enough to do the sides with a little bit of extra, but not enough to do the bottom. So I used that adhesive, cut it around, and put it on the sides. Looks so good. And then I had a piece of felt that was almost the exact size, if not pretty much the exact size of the bottom of the drawer. And I put that down until I can get more of this adhesive material from Daiso or somewhere else. And I have double-sided tape keeping it in place. So right now this drawer is pretty much done. I might paint the sides black or just cover it in that paper that my friend bought me. But I'm keeping some of the makeup stuff I bought in here for now. I actually got something in the mail too. As much as I hate ordering from Amazon, they were the ones that had the palette I wanted. In addition to this, I bought this Beetles gel polish. I bought a couple bottles of their top and bottom coat, or base coat, a while back, and it was really nice, and it's really solid, but I never got a color because I was going to use some of the nail polish I already had, but it just doesn't stay as well, so I got the black gel polish from them. Because I need to redo my nails. They are disgusting right now, and it's embarrassing. So this is the palette that I bought, Silver Delanchi. I'm pretty sure it's just some knockoff palette that's sold by a lot of Chinese manufacturers, but these are the colors that come with it. And my main reason for buying this is the reviews showed some pretty good looks that you can make with this. Here, I wonder if I can swatch it. Oh snap, that's pretty pigmented. That's the black. It feels really soft and creamy as well. I'll do the glittery shade. Holy moly. It's pretty nice. I just wanted something purely purple, basically. I wish it had a darker purple, but I'll see what I can do with this. So I'm happy to have gotten that. I'm going to put that in the drawer now that I have it completed. There's still a lot that I have to do in my room, but I'm really happy that it's coming together. And then I also bought this a splitter, I believe is what it's called. Basically, it's a cable that can connect two fans for your PC to the motherboard. I think my motherboard has space for more than one. It has a couple slots, but I believe only one for the CPU fan. And right now I have the second CPU fan connected to just a standard fan connector. So I really want both to be handled by the CPU fan slot so it knows that's what it's for. So I will be using that when I'm not using my computer, probably sometime after class tomorrow. I'll install that. But I've been meaning to get that for a while, so I'm happy to get that. And I'll put these two in the makeup drawer. I've been meaning to also clear out my nail polish collection because I have a ton that I don't use. So I'll probably do that tomorrow as well. But here's a little drawer all set up. Sorry, my sister's playing video games. I put some of the empty containers that I've been meaning to just display somewhere under there, plus the jewelry containers. I put my printer up here and moved my jellyfish tank to be on top of this dresser. I think it works a lot better here. The only downside is the pump did not have a cord long enough to reach the outlet. So I had to replace it with a pump that I bought at Walmart, but I think it's a little too strong. I'm worried that once I get the jellyfish in, it'll be too strong for them, so I'm gonna have to look into getting either an extension cord or a different pump that has a long enough cable. But overall, I'm gonna, spruce up this area again.